Let's call that your warm-up.
Nice shooting!
Today.
All right, so
from First Energy Stadium,
I got 3 losses in a row. When I put it on pro and simulation.
The National Football
now I got this on rookie and simulation. Let's see how I do.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton.
Brought it up.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
I want to see how this playbook is.
Here comes the Cleveland Browns offense. Quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield, fourth-year man from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes.
Cover one, hold
way
press.
down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really re-emerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him, because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Takes this to the 45, not much space after that broken tackle. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield.
He went right by you.
It's Demetric Felton. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No more blitz.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive
cover one whole press
to themselves. This part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher.
See how the AI is stupid?
You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd
cover
and
1
7.
robber press. The runbacker could have went out. He cut back in. Cover 1 robber.
From the 29. Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Quentin Jefferson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
In recent years, pass rush has been a problem for the Raiders. Just 21 sacks in 2020.
Too.
That ranked 29th in the NFL. What they just did right there, a better example of what they're seeking.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble,
left.
and now 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that
I
really
don't care, man. It's some booty, man.
Offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about
Let's see if
everyone's
they got
involved.
offensive
It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And the rumors were pretty strong.
I don't want to do play action.
About him in the offseason. But for once,
24 zone open.
Not available.
Start for the run.
Now in his 8th
Running
season
to the
as a
left.
Raider, still yet to appear in a playoff game. But last year, really solid numbers again. A 3rd straight 4,000-yard campaign. 27
Good
touchdowns,
run.
just 9 interceptions, and the highest analytical rating of his career. Derek Carr is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him, because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons.
I do not like this
With enough
playbook.
touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he
I do not like that
score.
playbook.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards, 62 yards. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off,
Shit.
let's face it,
I didn't get
that
close to
should
the
have been
A.
Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So
Nah,
with this PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Trio Sky Zone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've just...
Under pressure, and he'll
Not
go
bad.
down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. KJ Wright in there for the sack on what will
At least
be
I
the
scored.
final play
Like I
of
say,
this
this is
first
on rookie.
quarter.
In simulation.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the
All right.
Browns in control
That was
of the
trio.
football. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the
Cover
NFL
2 sync.
on EA Sports. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. That one caught by Felton. They get 11 back.
3rd and what? 3rd and 4, 35.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st
Tampa
down. They
2.
didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That's going to be taken
Once
in
again,
by Felton.
he runs right
And
around
he's
him.
gonna have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on
Right around the
35.
blitzer.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can.
Tampa 2.
And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's
That's
out of
better.
bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first
still
down.
got 5 yards.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different.
Will
You don't
buck
want to
3.
panic, but at the
Press.
same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 36, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in
Cover
the first
6
half.
press.
They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense.
Sting pinch.
Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A battle for
Interception.
Intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right
Not
near
bad.
midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic
Wide
jam,
receiver
it feels
out.
like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw there complete to Ruggs.
Not
And
bad.
past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Power O.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Power O.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved
Halfback
downfield,
gut.
that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Go to the left.
Running it with Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it.
Texas.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Completes this out left to Ruggs.
All right, not bad.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
And Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the
Halfback
Raiders'
slip screen.
profile of speed.
I'm gonna try to hit this halfback while he's
Didn't
going
have
out to the
immediate
line.
impact that they had hoped. Just 26 catches, hoping to up his game in 2021. He makes a nice catch there.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was
Inside
taken
zone.
away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's
There we go.
in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime.
Yeah, that pro
Now
was
you gotta
just too
force the
hard
other
for
team
me.
out of their comfort zone, and it
couldn't fuck
changes
with
the
the
way
pro.
you approach the second half
Simulation
as
is
well. How you
good.
want to do things
It's
on
cool.
offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
But that pro I could not fuck with.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
So this is where I'm gonna
No run back here,
stick
down to a knee.
for a little
This
bit.
drive will start
I
at
had
the
it a little
25.
difficulty to
The
myself.
Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut
Cover
into that
one
deficit.
linebacker.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
3rd and 15.
Now they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about
cover
different
3
play
match.
calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we've reached halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Return right.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Wasn't bad. It's not a bad run. Return.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
Let's go back into the gun. Mesh, sit.
The Raiders come up first.
See if I can catch the guy coming back in the middle.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Boom, sitting right there camping.
Man open, it's Darren Waller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
No tight end had more catches in 2020
Inside
than
zone.
Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The tackle there by John Johnson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides.
Corner stop.
There's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Go for it.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Halfback ISO.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs.
Good run.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. And it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot.
Double
because
outs.
It gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Carr.
Good job.
Route incomplete. It's Edwards.
Third and inches. White post.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Carr now to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield. And
4th and inches.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly
24
what
zone
you want
open.
anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Open
that touchdown.
Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things
Not
looking
bad,
good for
not
them
bad,
here in the
not
third
bad, not
quarter.
bad.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden.
Kicked it far enough to make him come back out. This dude, cover 3 sky press.
The Browns drive about to get started. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Fuck.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs.
Cover
run some
one
plays,
linebacker
run some
blitz.
clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
And unfortunately, in 2020, Odell Beckham tore his ACL in
Cover
Week
2
7.
man.
The Browns still made the playoffs. But, boy, if they had him around, they're thinking about a much deeper run. A good grab there.
Good
And
job.
he'll be brought down, losing yardage
Good
back
job.
at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying
Tampa
to stick
2
with it,
contain.
but the results, they just aren't there.
Tampa 2 contain.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And
Good
that'll be
fucking
incomplete.
job.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Cover
Another
3
attempt,
buzz
another
2.
incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to
Cover
start
3
getting the ball in
buzz
the hands
2.
of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
Good job. Give me
They
the
gotta
ball
have
back.
points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the
Turn
ones that need
middle.
to touch the ball.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Renfro to return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know
Tight
a lot
end
of
hook.
guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Oh.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return
That was
with
my
more
fault.
after
I
this.
thought I was
You're
supposed to
watching the
throw it.
NFL on EA Sports.
Halfback
The last
ISO.
run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Powers by at the 40.
There we go.
He's got this to the 30 before
I steered
being
that
taken
one.
down. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be
Inside
satisfied
zone.
with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle.
Second and
I know
5.
the game's not over, but there's got to be
94
a
Will.
sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of
3rd
that.
and
You just
4.
want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Mesh spot.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd
I got to
down.
give him time to get all the way around.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game.
Get
Instead,
that field goal.
they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
It should be in there.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will push this lead up
Here we
to
go.
20 now.
Got better with that field goal on that one.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal
go with
opportunity
left.
of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I
Accurate.
know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And this
Too
will
much.
not be brought
I
out.
wanted
It's a
him to come out.
touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
Let's see if we can get an
They punted
interception.
last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first
Dime
downs
blitz
that way.
too.
Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Dime blitz too.
Mayfield on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a
Cover
lot of
two,
things
man.
to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
All right.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler.
Cover
No
3
one plays
cloud.
harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works
wanna
it
put
past
pressure
the
on
50.
him.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Cover 3 buzz match.
On right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't
Cover
react
2
as
hard
fast
flat.
as you should on other throws.
Cover 2 hard flat.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete.
It's not bad.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Cover
Well,
6.
the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
Good
Pressure
job.
comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Good job.
Yannick Ngakoue just would not be denied. That's a loss
The
of
defense is
7.
working
We've
good
been
on
around
them.
this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out
Foxfire
there.
zone
with the
press.
deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Foxfire zone press.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And
Here
the
we go.
return stops at the 39-yard line.
Flag on who?
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
Foxfire zone
following
press.
the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Oh, that's fucked up. I didn't know what I was doing.
Here's Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free.
Give me the ball back anyway.
And it brings up 4th down.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him.
Oh, they're going to go for it.
You just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Cover 3 buzz
and they're
match.
indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Cover 3 buzz match.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this
Good job.
Effort, but it's not
Good job, Raiders.
Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Let's go with a power
Ball
O.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost
Raiders
get into
vertical.
a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Carr going to look to throw. There
Get him,
goes
get
a
him,
deep
get him, get him.
ball, end zone. And this is
Here we
Carr.
go.
Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I felt it in my bones.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Yeah, man, yeah, I was kind of upset about losing 3 times, man.
Following
As a matter of fact,
ready to kick it away,
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take those 3 teams, and I'm gonna replay them, except for I'm gonna play them on this mode.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
That was a good kick.
Now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, "Who cares? Let's
slam 2,
and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Being chased out left, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question: do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself?
Cover 2-man linebacker blitz.
He's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Let's go with cover 3 cloud.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and
cover
receivers.
6 invert.
They haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Cover 4, drop contain.
First downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Cover 4, drop contain.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Man 3 deep.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. throwing. Mayfield.
Ooh.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and not
And he's going to have another
punk ass got it.
as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and
like
fourth
I said,
quarter,
I'm
they held them scoreless.
I've liked this. I'm gonna play a few more games
2, 3, and 4.
with rookie and on simulation.
Like, almost like if you say baseball.
And like I said, I'm going to take those 3 teams that I got those L's from, and I'm going to replay them, and
I think they saw their best stuff
see if I can turn those L's into some dubs. But I hope you enjoyed this game right here. Fucking, just check me out, man. I like this Madden, you know what I'm saying? Right now, this is I played 4 today, so this is my 7th game altogether.
So that'll do it for us.
And I got 4 wins to 3 losses, so my record is 4-3.
I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Let's
watching the NFL
keep
right
fucking with this game and have a good time. I want you to
With
enjoy
that,
your
we
day. I
say
want you to
so
enjoy your
long
night. I
from
want you to enjoy
Cleveland.
your morning. All right? Peace.